Welcome to Sino Agro Foods shareholder video update for 2012. This video was shot on location at the company's operations in China during the first week of September 2012. Since inception, the company has focused on its startup operations and development of demonstration farms, showcasing its A-Power technologies in aquaculture, fertilizer, cattle farming, and feedstock production. 2012 marks the expansion of these operations and the development of its supply chain, putting the company on course to become a vertically integrated supplier of high-quality fish, beef, and produce products by the end of 2013. This video will showcase some of the progress that has been made towards this effort and provide investors with an on-the-ground glimpse of company operations. In August 2011, the company completed the construction of its first indoor fishery operation. The farm is located in Enping, just a few hours' drive south of Guangzhou, China. The farm is currently capable of producing some 1,000 metric tons of seafood annually. The company also has a second fish farm under development, but it is not expected to begin operations until late 2013.
Now, this fish farm has 16 tanks. It is now in its first full year operation, and every tanks are fully occupied with fish, and they are graded between different sizes, different tanks. So this year we are producing something like 500 to 600 tons of fish from this farm, but the full capacity eventually we're targeting to be 1,000 tons coming from this farm. Now the fish coming in here now, from now on, is no smaller than 300-gram fish to come in, so we can turn around the cycle much quicker.
The company's first demonstration prawn farm, originally to be located at the company's Enping cattle farm, was relocated to an adjacent property in Enping to satisfy zoning requirements. As of September 30th, Prawn Farm 1 was 90% complete, with production expected to begin in late 2012.
Now this is our Prawn Farm 1. We used to start on a flat piece of land, but because it's prime agriculture, we're not allowed to rezone. So we moved the Prawn Farm 1 now to this. This is secondary agricultural land. We're allowed to build prawn farms here. So what you see here at the moment, we're constructing 4 grow-out tanks. That means we grow the prawn from 1 week to 10 days old into 45 days or 60 days or 90-day cycles. That determines the size of the prawn. Now this one is very highly, it's a fully technical type of construction designed by our company alone. I would say this would be the first indoor recirculating prawn farms in the world. For each tank, we are targeting to grow between 50 to 60 tons of prawns per annum. And by the time we finish, this will be 8 tanks in this particular location, and any further extension will cut right forward to the back of the hill.
The company's second prawn farm began development in November 2011, and as of October 15th, over 50% of Phase 1 construction has been completed. Production has, however, commenced at the site location, with sales of Mexican white prawn flies generating over $400,000 in sales for the third quarter of 2012.
So you see, we have the 3 compartments of a hatchery here. Each compartment has the capacity to do about 30 million fingerlings per month. And the first one is straight in front here, which is for the Mexican white. And one here is for the green prawns. And that, at the moment, we are using it also for Mexican white and green prawns, day-old fingerlings. And then we will, when they grow to a few more days, we will transfer into this shed. Within 7 days, they're being sold out to the local farmers. So with the intention, this capacity, when we complete this stage 1, they should do 1 billion fingerlings per year.
Originally known as Qinghai Sanjing, a Power Agricultural Company Limited, the Sanjing cattle operation is the company's original joint venture project that began operations in 2009. The company's primary operational focus includes cattle farming and the manufacturing of fertilizer and feedstock. The joint venture project completed the majority of its construction in 2012 and was recently toured by the Secretary General and staff of the Qinghai province to great praise. The project was recently awarded a $3.2 million loan by the Agricultural Bank of China to develop an enzyme factory, concentrated feedstock manufacturing facility, and other related infrastructure developments. The company also has plans to develop facilities to produce value-added beef products.
The cattle, because the feeding program that we have now with the concentrated feed, we can now grow 12 months old cattle instead of 6 months old cattle. And that means we can fatten the cattle within the next 3 months so they can go to the market at 15 months old. And in general, the feeding program between 12 to 15 months old, we can gain about 30% weight gains per head of cattle. Instead of previously, it would take us about 6-7 months to grow, to fatten one cattle, and we'll be gaining about 50%. So on a rotation wise, instead of targeting 2,500 head for every 6 months, next year we can do 2,500 head for every 3 months.
The company has plans to develop some 50 franchise restaurants starting in 2013 under the brand name Bull, in which Sanjing will provide the beef for those operations. On September 17, 2012, the company increased its holdings of Cattle Farm 1 to 75% through its wholly owned subsidiary, Meiji, and became the controlling shareholder. Work has continued at the site with an expected capacity of some 600 head of cattle by the fourth quarter 2012. On May 25, 2012, Meiji executed a contract to develop a second cattle farm in Enping, and as of October 15th, some 60% of the first phase of construction has been completed.
Now, what you see here is our Cattle Farm 1. This is a free-ranging cattle farm. That means during early in the morning, my cattle will go outside to the paddock. What we're growing here is what we call the elephant grass. It has a very high yield and a very good protein source of animal bulk feed. And then on your right, we do the aromatic feed to the cattle every day. So the cattle, comparing to the sealing cattle, it's a free-ranging, much happier type of cattle. Now, this is a tropical district, and we are experimenting how well the cattle grow under this kind of climate. And so far, it's very successful. I would say our cattle grows at a much faster rate than in sealing. We do obtain about 1.78 kilo per day, in comparing to the ceilings of 1.5 kilogram per day. Now, eventually, this smaller area here is about 50 acres. We will house something like 500 head of cattle. And as we expand it further afield, we have a total of about 180 acres here. And we are targeting to grow up to 4,000 head of cattle from this property. Now we have, like all our development, we have an independent office, we have a staff quarter, we have feed room, and there'll be more cattle houses and more feed storage will be extended on our left.
Construction continues at the company's mixed fertilizer and cattle farm in Linli. As of September 30th, construction of one of the production and manufacturing buildings was completed. The company has sold some 4,000 metric tons of fertilizer during the third quarter of 2012 and has received positive feedback from its customers. The company is currently providing fertilizer to regional grape farmers and lake fish farmers.
At the moment, you see the site is all for fertilizer plant. And you see the hill over there is going to be the cattle station. And down below will be all planted with this kind of pasture. the yellow grass we call it. The plan here is for 4 years development. By the end of this year, we will start producing fertilizer, organic fertilizer as well as mixed fertilizer. The target that within next year, and by next year we should be able to do about 60,000 tons a year of this plant here. And the total capacity for cattle is about 5,000 head by the end of year 2013.
New for 2012 has been the investment and development in wholesale distribution and marketing networks. As of October 15th, all refrigerated cold storage, frozen seafood shop, processing, and office space were completed, with work still continuing on the live seafood shop area. Also in the same facility, the company has begun construction of its beef wholesale operations, with construction expected to be completed by July 2013.
Okay, what you see here is part of the wholesale center for the seafood. Now, on my right, we're going to have live seafood tanks, and on my back is all my refrigeration, including deep freezing, cool room, and blast freezer. And on my left, we're going to have a wholesale shop to sell the frozen item. And hopefully by September, end of September, all this will be completed. On this side, we're going to build refrigeration and boning section, so we're going to wholesale our beef on this side of the property. So all told, it's over about 2,500 square meter. All the upstairs, we're going to change into office, restaurant, and storage, and cake making facility upstairs.